Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Authority Marketing Live. I'm so excited because today's guest is none other than the beautiful, the gorgeous, both inside and out, Gloria Carpenter. She is a dream builder coach, an incredible author, a course creator to be, and a professional singer whose voice is that of angels. So, Gloria, thank you so much for joining me today. I am
Oh,
thrilled to see you and so excited because today we're going to be talking about powering up your dreams and moving from self-defeat to self-belief. And here is your book instead of my face. So, let's start with the book. What inspired you to write this beautiful book?
well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here today to talk about the book, talk about the message. I want to tell everybody that I absolutely adore you. You are such a wise woman, and I appreciate all your advice and your help along the way and what you do in this world. So, regarding my book, Power Up Your Dreams,
You too.
I have it too. I wrote it. Regarding this book, I wrote this with the intention of having an empowerment book for fatherless daughters because that's my story. I grew up without guidance from a male figure. My mother was barely there because she was working two jobs. She was a single mom with three kids. So I grew up taking it all on myself that I was not worthy of being loved, that I was undeserving of having things, of doing things, of experiencing life in full. And I believed this story, I would say all the way up until my late 40s. It took a a long time. I mean, it was subconscious. We don't know what we don't know because we have like 6,000 thoughts a day, 6,200, I think, at this point. And most of them, the majority of them are subconscious. So we don't know what our operating system is doing behind the scenes. I had no idea that I was going through life with a less than mentality, like I
Mm.
didn't deserve, whether it was in relationships or even in my career. I knew what I loved to do, but I didn't feel good enough. And that's the thing. I did not feel good enough. But now, at 65 years old, I'm there. Yay.
Yay! You know, it's funny is you probably surprised everybody watching when you said late 40s because they were probably thinking you're in your late 20s currently. And then you just
Yeah.
surprised everybody when you said your age. And so with age comes wisdom.
Yes,
Even if you still don't look your age and never will, you have a lot of wisdom and you share a lot of wisdom in this book. And it is packed with great information that you can start to, you know, not only as a strategy, but it's tactics you can start to implement today.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I incorporate the mind, body, spirit connection because I think it's really important that we know who we are from the inside out. It's not just our thoughts. There is something behind our thoughts, and that goes into this whole territory of not exactly woo-woo. Some people might consider it that, but I believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience and not the other way around. So, and it's backed up by science. I mean, if you study quantum physics or quantum mechanics, which I have a basic understanding of, but Nikola Tesla said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency, vibration, and energy. We are energetic, vibrational beings. And so what we give out, we have to be on the right channel, the right frequency. So if you want a peaceful life, you're not going to get there by being vibrating anger and doubt and insecurity and all these things. So, yeah.
What was the impetus for you to have that, or what happened that created that change in your late 40s where you went, wait a minute, I deserve better. I can have better.
Yeah. Well, I was coming off of a long-term relationship. It was a roller coaster ride. There was a lot of love, but it just wasn't right. And I was heartbroken. I was devastated, actually. I was at like the lowest point in my life other than my parents dying. And I took a yoga class.
Okay.
I mean, I was hurting so badly. I just did something new. I've always been active, but I never took a yoga class. And at the end of the class, they have you lay down. It just, your arms are spread out and your legs are, you're just flat on the floor in silence. It's called Savasana. And during those few moments of just sitting in silence at the end of that class, I don't know, there was this form of there's more to me
Mm.
than who I think I am. I don't know, it was just this ethereal thing that happened to me. I woke and I didn't fall asleep, but when I got up, I just felt so peaceful. And yeah. So that was just the beginning of the feeling of being connected to something greater than me because I've been through I mean, I explain in the book I went through all with religion. I grew up Jewish and then I went into a Baptist thing and religion wasn't doing it for me. I just needed that direct connection. And it turns out that everything is inside of us. It's all there. We are part of that oneness, that consciousness, that energy. We are that energy. And people don't think about this. They look in the mirror and they think that we're solid and that this is it, but there's so much more and it's powerful to know that and to live that.
Mm. How does your singing inform all the other things that you do? All, the coaching that you do, the helping people become who they're supposed to be.
I love being on stage. I've always loved performing. Even though I felt lost growing up, I always knew my passion and I just kept going with it. No matter what happened, I knew that this was in my soul, something I needed to do to feel happy and fulfilled. So I think at this point, becoming a dream builder coach and guiding other people to lives that they love and that they're passionate about, that helps me because it's so fulfilling seeing their life transform into this feeling of, I don't want to be in this position. I'm stuck. I'm frustrated. I want out. I want to live what my heart is telling me to do, but they stop themselves sometimes, a lot of times. So for me to watch that transformation is just like, oh, and even when I'm singing on stage and I see people light up and they're dancing and they're singing and there's so much joy. And I think that's what propels me is joy
Mm.
because, I just love what I do. And when I see other people just being free and happy, that just makes me so happy.
Mm. It's that high vibration.
Absolutely. 1000%.
Where can we see you sing if we're, close by to you in proximity? Where do you sing? Where can we watch you?
Yeah, well, currently I'm in a very popular 80s tribute band called 80s Revolution, and we're based out of New Jersey, but we do travel. So if anybody lives in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New York, Florida, we this year we're supposed to be heading west, so maybe we'll be coming to a venue near you, Melanie.
Awesome. I will be there with bells on. That would be really fun to
It
watch.
it
So
is.
let's talk about powering up your dreams,
Yes.
the program, the course. So people can get this amazing book and they're going to go, you know what? This is so helpful, but Gloria, I need more help. I
Okay.
need, I need, I can't do it myself. How can you help me further? So let's talk about that. What is your offering for that?
Okay. Well, aside from the techniques and tools that I share in the book to help you, to empower you, to guide you, to inspire you, to motivate you, all that good stuff, I am niching it down to women over 40 who are looking to change careers. This course is about that, but it also can be
Applied.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It can be applied to your own life because everything that is mentioned in there is something that you can take away and use, like creating your vision for
Mm.
your life. What do you really want? What's important to you? People don't think about this.
Can I tell you a quick story? I was out for dinner with my husband and another couple 3 weeks ago, and my husband was talking about, well, I love to travel and I love to go to concerts and blah blah blah. And the other couple, the wife looked at me and she said, "What do you like to do?" And I was a deer in headlights. And I said, I don't know what I like. And it took me about a week to be able to verbalize the things that I do that I actually enjoy because they aren't necessarily, well, travel or concerts. I like travel, but I also like being at home and I like being alone. And that's not seen as like a, you know, something that people do for fun. But so the fact that you're posing that question to women over 40 like myself is so vital because most of the time people don't ask us that.
No, no, people don't ask you, people don't question themselves. They just are on a routine basis every day. You wake up, you do the same thing, even though you might not like it. You do it, but you don't think. And this course that I'm working on, this is a self-discovery, self-awareness course that for this particular course itself, it's for career reinvention. But the book is more general
Mhm.
and it gives you the tools and techniques. I take it a little bit further in the course, but I would recommend if you're not happy with your life and you want to power up, if you want to up level your life, I would say pick up a copy of the book. If you're looking to change careers and do something you love,
Mhm.
the course is probably coming out the end of the fall, I'm hoping.
Okay. But
So,
in the meantime, we can get on your email list. And
absolutely.
so what's the best way for you have a fun freebie for us, I would imagine?
I do have a freebie for your listeners. I have on my website, powerupyourdreams.com, it's a
Mhm.
questionnaire with 10 key questions to ask yourself to clarify what's important to you, what do you love, what brings you joy, what makes you feel alive,
And
things like that. And
that's amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
there's also a meditation, a guided meditation. It's called Meet the Future You,
Mm.
where you're going to take yourself on a journey to meet that person that you want to become. Because everything starts with a thought.
Right. Why do you think this is so important for us to go through this? Because this exercise can be really hard to really face yourself. So why is it worth going through this, through the hard part to get to the other side?
Because this is your life. You're granted one life. Well, I believe we're granted many, many lives. But in this lifetime, in this moment, you have a choice to make. Do you want to live by default and keep living the life are you have right now? If it's beautiful, that's beautiful. But if it's not, it's time to start thinking about what you really want because life goes by in a heartbeat. And don't waste your life. There's a quote by the Dalai Lama that starts with I oh gosh, I do this every morning in a meditation. Um, uh, Something like, my life is precious and I'm not going to waste it. Don't waste your life.
Mm.
It's precious. That's why you want to answer questions and dig deep into what is important to you.
Okay. And if you're not sure where to start, Gloria Carpenter has the answer. Go to powerupyourdreams.com. And also, you can get a copy of this book on Amazon and everywhere books are sold. Gloria, thank you so much for joining me today. It is always such a pleasure to be in your presence, and I adore you.
Oh, right back at ya.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Melanie.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Wow,
Yay.
you made that so
Oh,
easy.
good.
Wow, thank you.
My pleasure. So I will get it ready to go and I'll make it actually go. And then I'll let you know and I'll tag you on all the things. And I should actually be able to make clips of it to give you too, because that Descript thing allows to like it uses AI to create clips and stuff. So I
Oh,
could probably do
wow.
that. I'll play around with it and make it fun.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for doing this. And thank you so much for this book. I'm so
Of
excited.
course, of course. Thank you, Melanie. And I'll be in touch with you if I ever.
Yeah. And even if you just want to say hi, because I always smile when I see an email from you.
Oh, that's great. Same here.
All right. I adore you. Don't be a stranger, please.
You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.